let's talk about maybe some of the other positives and really the reasons why this is something that Bill Pulte was so excited to announce, I would argue a little prematurely, on X. But look, the goal here, you guys, is to broaden access to credit, right? We want more people to be able to buy houses, and we want a credit scoring model that is maybe different than what's been used for the last 30 years and is a more modern way of looking at credit risk. And, one of the things they talk about, the VantageScore and the data over time. Like, I'll give you one example. Like, let's say that someone utilizes their credit card for all their purchases. Maybe they get airline miles or, whatever the case may be. They like to use their credit card. And there are a lot of benefits to using a credit card. You can dispute charges that are, erroneous, or if you get taken advantage of, or, there's lots of reasons why you might not want to carry cash with you, so on and so forth. So using a credit card is not in and of itself representative of someone who is relying on that debt to cover their day-to-day expenses. But because of the way that a credit score is done, we're just taking a snapshot. So if you have a very low limit on your credit card, but you happen to have a lot of expenses in a short window of time, and you put those on your credit card, and then boom, we take a snapshot of your credit profile and you're close to your limit, you could lose 80, 100 points in your FICO score because of that. But what if you pay off your balance every single month? I mean, shouldn't that be taken into consideration? And it doesn't do that because it's just a snapshot of your current situation. So when I think about considering trending data over time, that's one example that comes to mind of how we might have a little different way of scoring someone instead of just looking at their current balance to their available limit. Like, how are they using that credit card over time? To me, that's a huge factor, and I think a perfect example of the types of things that we should be looking at differently when it comes to analyzing someone's ability or not ability, but their likelihood, to repay their debt. So back to my list. So access to credit. Look, the goal here is to give access to credit to more people that are deserving. Look, a lot of people have very, very thin credit profiles, right? They just don't use credit a lot. They're the opposite of the person who uses their credit card for every purchase. So for those people, when you start adding in utility bills, for example, or rent, things of that nature, we used to call that like building alternative credit. But if that's already built into the model, it's going to help a lot more people have a functioning credit score with a kind of a thick enough profile to be able to extend credit to them. So I think this broadens access to credit for more people. It introduces kind of new and different scoring methodology, like what I talked about.